Hello, I'm Dave.
Why tempting fate? And it's a Beth Crowley song. You know, it's based on the Song of Achilles.
I know nothing of it.
The song's basically stating about Achilles' fate. And one of the most important quotes in said song will be, "When you never live to see your glory, but your name will be in all the stories."
His name isn't in all the stories.
Now, and the specific thing is, Achilles didn't live to see the story, but was often in some of the stories. I mean, even the Odyssey, while Odysseus was on his way home, he spoke to various ghosts.
Achilles wasn't one of them.
It actually kind of was, as it doesn't matter.
It was Agamemnon.
It's kind of a lot of them.
No, yeah, he did speak to a lot of them. I don't remember exactly.
Let's just say all of his dead comrades and go.
Achilles.
We'll leave it at that.
Yeah, and Achilles was.
Even in Percy Jackson, that scene was referenced when Luke spoke to various Greek heroes and villains.
Mm-hmm.
It's even shown on the details as he got from Achilles.
Oh. Achilles was not.
Achilles, quite frankly, in a child-friendly sense, is a jerk.
Yeah, he was. But tragic way to die.
He was shot in the heel.
Yep.
Not exactly the manliest way to die, especially with someone as powerful as he was.
Obviously, he wasn't powerful enough.
Yeah. Consider like Apollo helped Paris or shoot that arrow.
Was it Apollo?
He got it. I did.
Paris was the real jerk in the whole thing.
Trust me to say, anyone who works with Aphrodite in anything usually is bad. And why was Athena in that in the first place?
I don't know. I think the whole thing was ridiculous, and it was ridiculous.
The star was ridiculous.
Yeah.
Because Athena mentoring others makes sense.
Yeah. And 10 years sieging one city. Oy vey.
It did claim the walls were made by the gods. When in reality, they imagined those walls were just thick enough. Not that they had no way of penetrating it. At least not without catapults. And those do not exist in said time.
Actually, it's not that they didn't exist. I just think that the Greeks at the time did not have them.
Yeah, those were a Roman creation, if I remember.
I don't know if the Romans created them first, but yeah, the Romans had them.
Yeah, and definitely used them a lot more.
Yeah, the Mongols actually were well informed on Roman history. And,
oh, really?
Yes. Because when they got to the cities that were inhabited by the assassins, they used Roman design and the information that they got from the Romans.
That's actually some interesting stuff.
Those cities.
Actually, sounds like the mad scientist character during a lot of movies and TV shows.
Maybe.
He makes a weapon of destruction, but also makes another weapon to destroy the weapon of destruction.
You let it back in.
Are you not here or are you here?
You look like you're here.
I am not here.
Okay, go down.
Okay, that was
Not sure what
weird.
he's doing.
The milk's expired.
Oh,
what?
come on.
We
The
have a
milk
big-
is expired.
The gallon jug in the fridge right now. It went bad. On
Did
the
you throw it
4th.
away? Ooh, whoa, that's way expired. Did you throw it away?
6 days after its best by date.
Okay, did you throw it away?
Not yet.
Throw
I
it
wanted to get
away.
clarification that I could.
Yeah, of course you can. Oh my
Sad part of
goodness.
means someone's going to have to go to the store to get some milk.
You do it.
Yeah.
Dad does
I
it.
point to me a dad. Because frankly, I would actually like
my
to take a
goodness.
nice trip to the store.
I'm tired. So
We
now,
can worry about the milk thing later.
I know we are. already said that.
Anyway, let's get where you made this thing about. It is a character for FlairBlitz. Originally, it was going to be a hero, but now thinking about it, probably best if we make him a villain.
Who is he?
Violence.
Okay.
Then, a vampire.
The vampire named Violence.
That's what he's called. And well, at least so. He's very violent. And if you're curious, yes, he doesn't just rely on his vampire powers, he also uses weapons. Weapons like 50 AE Desert Eagles.
Desert Eagles are nice.
Yeah. And his executioning weapon, been a Ruger.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. It's chambered in a 444 Magnum.
Very nice weapon.
Mm-hmm.
I fired a Ruger 44 before.
He also has machetes. He's for blade in combat, because why not? Also, grenades he has. And a lever action rifle on his back. For backup. All the big thick coat he used to hide other weapons. Things like some Uzi 9 millimeters. There's shotgun, sawed off because why not? Let's see. He also has brass knuckles. Go for it. Knuckle dusters for the fancy people. So, bam. He also does. Also, for hand to hand, he uses claws. He uses claws for us and such.
Yeah.
In a mixture or a martial arts like wrestling, boxing, jiu-jitsu, karate, Muay Thai, Leith way. Either works.
Okay.
Along with detailed information on the human body. Very efficient in killing. And here's how old 328. A highly intelligent and dangerous person. Then how does one defeat it? That is a challenge.
You'd have to stake him and burn him.
Remaining down, we're doing simplifying the vampire weaknesses. It's the same thing, just holds them down for or temporary. It's the sun when it's rising or setting that does the trick. That's when in the good in the world is strongest.
Interesting.
So the light would destroy one of the most heinous of dark beings, such as vampires.
Okay.
And the way to make sure it's permanent is to gather the ashes in an urn.
I wouldn't gather the ashes. I would spread them out.
Oh no, that makes it easier or something like a blood moon when it's reunited.
Not that close together. I'd spread it out very, very far.
Remains the blood moon needs the light of the blood moon needs to get a very small piece of the ashes, then it just reforms.
So you put them in an urn and do what?
The urn, the inside silver, the outside it's a very dark stuff. Like lead and other things.
Mm-hmm.
You need to make sure light can't touch it, so that way the blood moon can't get to it.
Okay.
It's also so to keep note that the urn must stay hidden. and never to let a single ash go anywhere.
Where did you get that from?
You remember our last vampire episode, we were talking about how the urn should have silver made into it.
Well, yeah, because vampires are allergic to silver.
Yeah.
So are lycanthropes.
Roughly. Anyway, let's tell the story of violence. Or as before he was violence, he would be Ishmael Walton,
Okay.
and a very wealthy and powerful man.
How did you become a vampire?
There are many mysteries to him.
You haven't figured that one out yet, huh?
It's a rough patch.
That's all right.
I'm going to say a vampire injected its blood into him when he was a child.
Well, then he wasn't a wealthy and powerful man, because he never would have been alive that long. He would have been dead. And it would be something that would have had to have happened while he was an adult.
But no. Oh, Dad. If vampires can inject their blood into someone at any age, and they do turn into vampires,
Yeah.
it would just take time. It depends on how much blood they injected into them.
No.
And that's like how medications can work.
Yeah,
The effects depend on how much you
have
inject
to
into them.
inject enough venom into them to do the job. And that would likely occur when he is an adult. Might even be something that he sought for if he were old and dying.
It does help he's been in prison for 300 years. And
Well, how did he get put in prison?
people betrayed him. This is before anyone knew he actually was a vampire.
Well, that doesn't make any sense.
No, he was hiding it for a very large portion of his life.
But then how did he get put in prison? And how
wasn't
would they not notice that he was living longer than any other inmate?
Because he was 28, and they didn't imprison him in like a prison.
Yeah.
Is then they trapped him somewhere.
Why?
Bad people wanted his fortune. And so something bad happens to him, someone else gets it.
Yeah, and not them. It's whoever he has listed as heirs.
He didn't have heirs.
Well, that was dumb.
It wasn't even married.
That's even more awful.
He was engaged, but she was one of the people who betrayed him.
Yeah, but you see, you'd have to be married to him in order to get anything.
Oh no! Oh, you see, it's a week after the wedding. A mysterious accident happens. Well, Ellen and Cat.
I think that would be the time when he would get bitten by a vampire and everybody thought he was dead.
It's a work in progress.
Okay, I can see that.
Anyway, he's eventually freed from it. He eventually breaks out.
How?
Let's see.
If he's in an urn.
He's not. No.
Oh.
Dad, that's when in FlairBlitz, it's then his comrades defeat him.
Mm.
You tell me how all the others got him trapped in there is a blue a brain out there and fell in a sinkhole. Oh.
So he's covered with dirt for this whole time?
Yeah. In like 50
And it took
years
him
he breaks out.
300. You said it was 300 years.
No, that's how old he is.
You said
the
he was
main
in
Flair-
prison for 300 years.
It's a work in progress. He breaks out after like 50 years, and
I think this needs
Go.
more work.
it's a work in progress still, and goes out to kill the people who ruined his life and regain his fortune. Unbeknownst, they're already ruined. What? The fortune's gone. On all the properties have been taken.
Not
Can-
that anybody would believe that he is the guy anyway.
Yeah, he was going around wondering what was going on, and figures out after he like kills a bunch of people, well that he basically wasted his time.
So what's his purpose?
Simple. Well, he just wants to rebuild his fortune and feed on others, especially to remind him of his old friends.
All right. Well, I think that's
And plus, as you're curious, the victims would be the people who trade him's descendants and such.
okay. Well, I think that's enough for
They
now.
all basically help tell him that the fortune was lost. It was like 2 years after his disappearance.
Okay. Well,
And they're all basically in poverty.
well, I think that's enough for now. And
And if you're curious, the guy's nationality is British.
okay.
Yeah, she's an Englishman.
All right. Well, say goodbye then.
Okay, bye.
Hit the button. Benjamin.